Hi there and welcome to the Shoe Rainer drawing channel, and I want to get straight on with this because this is my longest video I've ever done. This is meant to be Kate Middleton. I hope it looks like her. Let's not talk about it anymore. Let's draw it. Well, portraiture is not something I do very often, and it's only because of the royal wedding coming up. And so I've been looking at Kate Middleton photographs quite a lot because I don't know her, obviously, and I haven't got her to come and sit in front of me, so I can't do that like a portrait artist would. So I've been analysing her face, and I've kind of broken it down into squares, and you want the squares to be not quite square, so you want them to be slightly shallower than they are wider. Okay, and break it down, so 2 squares sitting on top of each other, and break it down into 8 squares like that. And let me get that in the middle of the page. There we are, good. Right, now what we have here is, let me get this, just below, that is kind of that is the top of her lip, as it were, and we want to come just below and kind of curve it up, and the lip will then curve there too, and her mouth will go to about halfway into these other boxes like that, and then it kind of curve, oh, a bit more there we are. Let me just change that a bit, and I'll get that line out of her teeth while I can. So that will come to about halfway, kind of like that, and then you want it quite a little dark, and you can just kind of flick it up because she's a very smiley lady, and she smiles beautifully because she has such fabulous teeth. I bet there's a dentist somewhere who's very proud of the work he's done over the years on keeping her teeth nice and straight. And so and then we just want to just very lightly do that top lip, and again the bottom lip you want to have very, very, very lightly. This isn't helping at all, is it? Now let me put her shape in here, because I've practiced this a few times now, and I've done one video already. I just wasn't very happy with it. This is going to come out something like this. From here, with the width there to there, do it again, because that is going to be coming out that far and curving around. And about here, you want it to come in a little bit like that, and then that will kind of come almost halfway across, but not quite, and then sweep out to there. That's kind of looking good. Yeah, I'm happy with it, but I'm feeling a bit more happy with it this time. Now you want to kind of curve in down there like that. That's looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. Now this line here is where the eyeballs are, basically. So put eyeballs right in the middle, and the eyes are about kind of a third of this distance here, so they kind of feel like they I keep feeling that they should be bigger myself, but they're not. And then the eyeball takes up quite a bit. The eyeball takes up more space than the actual eye, so it's kind of, some of it is hidden inside the eye, if you follow what I mean. And she has these kind of curves in there, which I kind of recognise from my niece has something similar, and it has part of the thing that makes her look so smiley, actually. And those little curves give you the angle of where to go with her eyebrows as well, like that. So yeah, that's looking good. Now her nose. She has a very kind of cute buttony nose, and from that point there down to there it's about the same distance, and you want to kind of draw It kind of has a little kind of circle almost, so you can draw see these two kind of little lines like that, and then they kind of curl up like that. I'm not sure, this isn't kind of slightly too wide, I don't know. And then there'll be kind of a line coming. These are her kind of cheeks, smiling, dimpling, the little dimple there. Just a nice little dimple there. And I think I want these to be slightly more angular, kind of like that. Okay, I think I'm ready to start kind of drawing this in. So I'm going to put her eyebrow in quite dark. Gets a little bit thinner and kind of curls around there. And I'll draw kind of the outline of her eye, and then put in the eyeball, the pupil, right in the middle like that, leaving a little bit of white, and then shade a bit and get lighter and lighter and lighter as you come down. She's got quite pale kind of grey eyes, grey blue like that, and you can make that top line quite dark, and from this corner here and start flicking out the eyelashes. She's got quite good eyelashes. Luscious eyelashes, there we go, good. And then you want to have just the kind of line coming just slightly below the eyeball like that, and then the eyelashes aren't quite so strong on the bottom, but it's quite a dark kind of mascara line, so make it a bit kind of, you know, dark like that. Good. There's a bit of shadow coming in there. Good. I think this is getting there. How are we doing? 7 minutes. I think this is going to be a long video. Right. Now her hair is kind of parting from about there, so you then want to get that little bit of parting. Duh. And it just wants to come in a little bit there, and you can kind of sweep that around, and she'll have a bit coming kind of around like that. She has incredibly long hair. I've been looking at a lot of photographs of her to do this video, and I saw a news report that a lot of people in New York are going into their hairdressers and saying, "I want a Kate Middleton," and it's kind of the very latest fashion, a bit like William's mother Diana when she got engaged to be married to Prince Charles, who's William's father. Everybody went out having Princess Diana haircuts, and so the same thing's happening all over again. But I don't think history's going to repeat itself. I think these two are quite strong. Kate Middleton comes across to me as a very strong, very I'm going to get the neck in about the very self-assured young lady, and I think she's going to do very, very well as time goes by. I think she will slot into the role in the way that William's mother never quite got, and I think William's going to be very pleased to have her with him, whereas I think Prince Charles was slightly uncomfortable that Diana got all the attention, I think, when he'd been brought up to have so much attention, I suppose, as the future king. I suppose, you know, maybe slightly jealous? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what goes on? And so, but she has this fantastic hair. and it just kind of curls around and does all sorts of strange things. Anyway, people are going into hairdressers in New York, and they're apparently, saying, "I want a Kate Middleton," and and they've only got kind of short hair, so they're all having extensions and all sorts of stuff. But I'm not an expert or anything, but I think Kate Middleton's hair is all her own. But I don't know. That's the amazing thing about ladies. They can fool us gentlemen so easily. And we fall for it every time. And I don't think men have the faintest clue what women get up to when they start prettificating themselves. And so anyway, I'm rabbiting, aren't I? Portrait work is really difficult. I think what you really need is to have the person with you in the room and to get to know them and to see all their little ways. And I'm just going to kind of shade it all in there just to give it some body. I haven't got the time to do this all completely properly. Portrait, I'll just move that up a bit. Oh, there we are, you missed a whole lot of this. In fact, I can probably zoom out a little bit. There we go, yeah. And portrait is kind of a weird thing, and people who know Kate Middleton will look at this and go, but that's nothing like her. And I suppose most of the photographs that I've been referring to of her have been the engagement photographs, because I thought I would base it on those, because that's how most people have really come to know her, I suppose, around the world, from those photographs. And of course, on the day she was having her engagement photographs, I mean, that was the first time, that she'd become kind of really part of this kind of royal family circus, press kind of circus. And I'm not happy with that. And I need to get rid of some of these construction lines there as well. And I imagine she was really nervous, and I'm sure there were things on that day that she had all those photographs, press photographs taken on her engagement photographs, that I'm sure there were things on her, her face was tense, and and people who probably know her would go, she didn't look like herself that day at all, and she's probably kind of, wearing clothes that she's not done before, and and she's kind of smiling for the cameras. I mean, that kind of drives you mad. I think if you've ever had to smile for cameras for a long time, your face starts to ache. so that's probably in all those photographs of her as well. Actually, this is starting to look quite like her. So it always comes in with the shading, and you spend a lot of time thinking, oh, that doesn't look right, and that doesn't look right, and then suddenly, sometimes, there you go. I'm trying to think what is not quite right. I think that's a bit too much there. So I need to kind of trim that in a bit there, and I think maybe I could trim in a little bit there, and something like that. Just a little trim. Yeah. Well, there we go. Actually, I'm just going to leave it at that and say that's my drawing of Kate Middleton. If you enjoyed that, then keep coming back to the Shoe Rainer drawing channel, where I've have lots and lots of videos and stuff showing you how to draw. This is not what I normally do, but I will be doing Prince William, and I'll probably do a whole lot of other royal wedding things, because I'm in the mood now. I'm getting in the mood. I'm going to go and see the royal wedding. I'm going to be in London that weekend. And so I'm kind of getting in holiday mood, and have a go yourself. Go back to the beginning and see how I proportioned it, and try and work it out yourself and see what happens. If nothing else, it'll show you, how to draw a pretty young girl. And pretty young girls are actually really quite hard to draw, because they're pretty. They don't kind of have odd lumps and bumps and things that you know, and spots and, you know, broken noses and things like that, which actually make it much easier to do a portrait. The more irregularities there are in a face, the easier it is. So anyway, I've never done such a long video. Thanks for watching. Keep coming back to the Stu Rayner Drawing channel. Practice, practice, practice. Draw, draw, draw. See you next time. Bye.